We'll start in a bit. Hello, Maya. Welcome. Usually we have a larger audience. Let's see who else joins for now. And I don't know how many people are joining on YouTube, but can never know that in live. So I only see that later. So there might be a bunch of people joining on the live. Okay, let's turn this off. There we are. Okay, let's start. So welcome to another monthly website acquisition forum. I'm Shlomo. I'm a digital asset investor, and I am consulting companies and individuals growing their assets, either their company or individually, through website and SaaS acquisitions. Every month, I'm giving here kind of the gist, what's going on in the market, and it's been interesting, let's say the least, over here. So we'll start with a roundtable of just saying who you are, what your interest is. I'm going to talk a little bit about the trends and what's going on. And then we'll do some interesting deals assessment. I prepared 3 for you. I hope we have time for all those. So we'll do only 2. Let's see with the time. And that's it. Oh, and we have the giveaway for people staying all the way to the end. Okay, so let's start. Again, I don't know how many people joining on YouTube, so welcome everyone. So we have, let's see how many people we have. Okay, we have only Maya today. So Maya, maybe you want to share a little bit of who you are, what's your interest with the digital asset investments, and then I'll go through the market news. Oh, I can't hear you. Is it my end? It's supposed to work. Yeah, it's supposed to work. I saw previously that you joined with audio.
You hear me now?
Yes, now I can hear you. Great.
Okay.
Welcome.
Hi. So actually, I'm a bit embarrassed. I don't know how many people are watching, but I'm a entrepreneur who is starting a new and exciting a web application that is involved with a lot of data. So I've watched your description. I was not sure exactly if it's relevant to me, but I was intrigued, so I decided to join and listen, basically learn.
Okay. Sounds good. Last month we had about I think almost 10 people, and I think about half, I can look at the stats afterwards, were around the same as you. So a lot of people don't know about the digital assets buying option. Usually people build and they don't buy the assets. But there is a whole market for that, and marketplaces for buying those, something that people have built that has been successful, and then you can grow it further. These are websites with traffic, with cash flow, with links, with keywords, and you can just build on top of those. So that's the main benefits for buying an asset. So when I mean assets, or digital assets, the most common ones would be websites, but it can be also SaaS products. It can be YouTube channels. It can be newsletters. It can be many things. And there are some that are more trendier than others over time. So content websites are kind of declining now. And it's definitely a buyer's market for them. And newsletters are taking over. But it doesn't mean that there is no market for, content websites. Now, over the past year or so, multipliers of digital assets have been declining, meaning that it's cheaper to buy a digital asset right now. This is definitely a buyer's market these days. And that's due to the downtrending economy and start of AI, which basically means that content is now, creating content is now commodity. You go AI, you create something good enough, you put it out there. And also Google and search is changing. So Google will bring in AI or into their platform, meaning less traffic into websites, into small websites. However, in October, around October, I don't remember the exact date, there was a big update on Google called Helpful Content Update. And that one made many websites decline, many small websites decline. Now, usually with Google updates, the industry or the people in the industry usually see, oh, my website went up, my website went down. People know how to mitigate this, and they prepare for the next update. However, with the last one, what you're seeing is that almost all small websites are declining, and I see that on almost every deal that I'm seeing. On one hand, you're seeing, okay, that's a risk there. On the other hand, this is an opportunity because all websites are now cheaper. Not only the multiplier is down, they're also there's more risk, and therefore the website is cheaper to buy. So where all this traffic went to then? If all small websites, or let's say medium and small websites went, where did all this traffic go? And the answer is to big websites, mainly Reddit. Reddit is a forum kind of website, and Google now favors Reddit and other big websites over smaller ones, and this is where the traffic goes with these. What happened later on is even more interesting, because after this helpful update, Reddit announced their IPO. So they're about to go into the stock market. And not only that, right afterwards, Google announced a partnership with Reddit of sharing data. So for sure, they want to send more traffic into Reddit. The Reddit community are furious about going public, favoring investors versus the community. Google became less reliable because now basically they can just go to Reddit and just read the information, search there. So it doesn't become any more relevant. It's not relevant anymore to people. Google's basically saying, at least right now, we prefer big established website versus all the ones that are building niche websites and interesting things from firsthand experience. We want to send the traffic to the big website. I can see how the future of internet is being, let's say, 5 big websites. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but very big ones, and that's it. So the industry is evolving, but as I mentioned, that still brings in more opportunities for investments right now with other websites. Doesn't mean they're all gone. They're smaller. There's still a way to grow them. So I am going to go ahead with the deals that I prepared for today. Am I any questions? No, nobody else joined.
So
Also,
I'm not sure I understood. So what you're saying about buying assets is that just buying websites and the product?
not the product. You're buying the website. You're buying a SaaS that somebody else built, already has clients, already has a income, and you grow on top of it. I'll show some examples now with the deals that I brought. But these are already ready-made running digital assets. It's not building from scratch. When you're buying something, you basically saving about 6 to 18 months of your time by just buying that. Instead of building from scratch, you already have keywords, you already have ranking. There's another option, kind of midway, not buying a website, but buying an aged domain. That's a domain which had a website on it in the past. Again, already has backlinks, already has keywords that it's ranked for. Hence, when you revive it with something new, it will be easier to rank. So these kind of domains don't cost the $10, $20, $30 that you usually pay. They probably cost let's say around 1,000 to 6,000, 7,000, sometimes even more dollars just to buy them first time. But many times they're worth your time. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, it's just that I think that maybe it's not a relevant talk just for me.
Sure.
because it's really not it's not my business, let's say. It's not
Sure, fair enough. You're welcome to stay. I totally understand. I will continue with showing these deals, and if you want to learn more about it, you're welcome to stay. So I am going to go first with a deal. Let me stop the share and do a whole screen share. This over here. Okay, this Panoslice is a platform for sale, which is Seamless Carousel Maker. You can see the deal for selling this, for buying this on Microns. That's a marketplace for buying different businesses, usually not content websites. Usually it's SaaS businesses like this one. So this is the listing. Seamless Carousel Maker, social media post template and AI captions. That was published just last week. The asking price is $75,000. It has an annual recurring revenue of $25,000. This means that, at least with revenue multiplier, within 3 years, you're making your investment back, assuming you're still staying at the same size. Unlikely, but that's kind of giving you a understanding. Sorry, that's kind of giving you an understanding of what is the risk involved. So this is a mobile app. It has 1,300 customers. It was launched 3 years ago, 3-ish years ago, category mobile app. Let's look what else in this listing. They're giving 30 days of post-sale support included. That's pretty standard. Not standard. You see that on all listing on Microns, especially with the apps and SaaS. I would negotiate much, much more than these 30 days when you're approaching the seller. Founder details, this is Deepin Chopra from India, not someone I know. Sometimes you are able to do research and see who the person is. Sometimes on Twitter, many of them are on that, or just Google their name. Let's look at the quickly on the overview. This is a mobile app with 25,000 annual recurring revenue, 1,300 clients. Target audience is influencers, photographers, content creators, marketers, personal brands, coaches. It's an Android and iOS app. Create seamless carousel, write captions, automate, design using text design. The business model is SaaS, okay, meaning it's recurring revenue. So you can more or less anticipate what's going to happen next month with how much money you're going to make. Of course, you want the churn rate to be as low as possible. So that will be the game there to improve that. I don't know what's the churn rate for this app. They don't say it, but it's something to ask the seller, of course. It's built with PHP, Laravel, C++, Java, and Swift. A word about that, when you are buying a SaaS and you are estimating your expenses, many times with these deals, they don't mention what's the cost of a programmer. And could be that this guy, Deepin from India, is the programmer, hence he has this 25,000 recurring revenue net in his hand every month. Excuse me. But if I take 25,000 and dividing by 12 to get the monthly, it's $2,000 a month cash flow that this website makes. If you are a developer and you're about to buy this business, great. This is what you'll make. You'll maintain it and grow it. If not, the cost of a developer would go in here. Probably, I estimate at least half of that for a part-time developer. If we're looking at the multiplier of how much you pay, okay, you know what? Let's look at the expenses if they give something about the expenses, because 25,000 is revenue. Okay, let's do, no, they don't say what they do say what the expenses are. 600 AWS a month and $10 for OpenAI. So that's 600, let's say it's 2,100. So it's 1,500, this is negligible. So 1,500 a month. So 75,000 divided by 1,500 is 50. That's a very high multiplier. Although it is a SaaS with content websites, usually the multiplier is about half of that. So I would renegotiate this price anyway. And of course, you have more expenses if you're not a developer, so you'll spend more on that. Hello, Danny. Welcome. Thank you for joining. We're now doing a deal assessment. Okay, let's see. Hi, I will finish this deal assessment. Then I'd love if you can jump in and kind of quickly introduce yourself.
Sure.
Okay, growth opportunities. Influencers, tie-ups, meta ads, TikTok. I'm not sure what he means by that. Definitely ask the seller about this. But he is thinking that going with meta ads and TikTok would grow this business, probably meta ads, but then of course you're spending more ads. The business model, 2 subscription tier with 6 total subscriptions, starting from $4.99 to $89. Okay, so I wonder what 6 total subscriptions mean. Does he have only 6 subscribers, but then he made like 2,000 a month from that, and he's saying these are customers. So these are probably free excuse me, users. This is what he's selling. Yeah, nothing about the features here, about the pricing here. So I can't know too much about it right now without researching further. Overall, this thing needs to be further researched. I'm not sure what exactly he means. If somebody pays $89 a month, that's great. So he needs at least 20-something clients recurring for getting that 2,000 something that we spoke about, even more, 25. Tech stack, we just mentioned. Reason for selling, have other projects needing time. You see that a lot. Check much more thoroughly why he's selling this project and not the other projects. Standard industry multiple for asking price reasoning. Not true. This is a high multiple, especially when you're spending more for a developer. I would heavily negotiate the $75,000 for this. Competition, Canva, yes, and SCRL, I'm not sure what that is. Include assets, source code, website, social media handles, internal tools. Now let's look at the numbers. Traffic metrics. Let's look at last one. So he didn't give the numbers for January and February. This is only December 2023. He had organic installs of 2,400, but he has almost 4,600 of paid installs. Okay, all these are paid, all these are recurring. So that brings you back to this line asking, what's this 6 total subscriptions? Excuse me. Revenue metrics. Let's look at this. So, user acquisition costs, he has Google Ads and in-app purchases revenue and ad revenue. So that's the revenue every month. This is a cost. 1562. Yeah, there's some inconsistent. Okay, this is pretty negligible. It's more of the in-app purchases. See a record month here for June. It's been declining though. The numbers have been declining. I would ask about this. If these are all recurring, great. That's a good thing. But then there is a big or a large churn rate. You need to look more at the graphs. I'm not going to watch the video right now. So you're welcome to look at the link in the description on YouTube and watch that. Overall, I'd say that this is an interesting project. Competing with Canva is hard. Canva, if they did not have this feature, might be interested in buying this. Maybe for them it will cost less to just develop this. I don't know. So I would think who's the target audience for that, and then maybe make even more paid ads. By the way, for the P&L, ask for a P&L, of course, before you're buying. He didn't mention anything with the expenses of the paid ads. Okay, that's another expense over there. But clearly, he's making money on this. So he's making, you see that. So he's making almost 10 times more every time. No, even more. So it's not correlated, but clearly you see he's making more money than that. So the question is why he's not putting way more, a larger budget on user acquisition with ads versus and then make more revenue. Very important question to ask. And if he does, maybe just you buy that website, you buy this app, and then pour in the money, and then you make your investment much, much faster than what I mentioned, which is a multiplier of 50 means 50 months, okay? So that's 4 years and a bit. Okay, so this is the first one. This is the first business we're going to go with. I'm going to go for the second one, but first, Danny, maybe you want to give a little intro, why you joined, what's your interest with niche website investing or digital asset investing in general?
So, hi. I'm coming from a more product and business background, and I'm currently interested in looking into some digital marketing and other aspects, and acquisition is part of is one of the aspects in the equation. So this is the interest.
Have you bought an asset before?
No, not a digital asset.
Not a digital asset. Okay, good. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
I have 2 more businesses to introduce here. So this is a SaaS business. It's an app that we spoke about. I'm saying this, it's like I'm not sharing my screen. I meant the seamless carousel maker. And let me share my screen and go for the next one. And we have 2 more content website. Okay. This one, not this one. Let's go with snowboarding. Okay, this deal is on Flippa. And there's a website, it's called Snowboarding Days, thriving snowboarding content site, 98 profit margin, pretty standard number, a little high, but pretty standard number for a content website, 64.5 revenue in the last 12 months, 9% revenue from affiliate marketing, established leader in sports and outdoor space. Okay, let's look a bit more in the numbers. He is, I don't know if it's a he or she, selling this for $218,000. There are 4,000 views on this listing. I'd say it's here for quite a while. 91 watchers, so these are relatively high numbers, what I usually see. Let's look at the seller. Fraser Henderson from United States. Let's see if he has verification. Yes, he does, but no feedback on previous transactions. Okay, so of course, a good sign that it's verified. Sometimes you see feedback, 100% feedback, positive feedback. You see what was the size of their previous transactions. Not in this case. Okay, let's look at the listing, what we have. It's a sponsored listing. He really wants to sell that one. I don't know how much they pay here in Flippa for sponsorships. It's a 14-year-old website. That's like a dinosaur in internet days, internet times. So it's definitely looks like a well-established website. Monthly profit of $7,700 over here. Profit margin 98. Page views a month, almost 70,000 page views. Let's look at the performance. Okay, revenue is definitely going up. Interestingly, okay, let's see. The last numbers are from, okay, I can make the cursor go all the way here, but that's January and it's going up even more than 60,000. Interesting. And the traffic, that also goes up. So the reason I mentioned before the helpful content update on Google, making many websites crash on October. However, this website didn't crash because that's right before winter time.
That's a seasonal.
What's that? It's a seasonal, right? Exactly. That's the reason. It's a seasonal website, and something very basic to ask the seller is comparing these numbers to last year. He has lots of stats. He has 14 years of stats, right? So of course it's seasonal, but is there growth from last year, or maybe there is, was a much larger website? And there are ways to see that, and I'll show you this in a minute in a tool called Ahrefs. About the business, well-established content and advertising platform operating in flourishing sports and outdoor industry, launched 2009 and monetized just in 2021. Wow. Website has quickly gained traction, established itself, okay. Strong emphasis on high-quality content. Excuse me. How the business makes money, boasting net profit over 28,000 January 2024. Okay, that's really updated, great. Display ads only 10%. Usually you see larger number than this, so this is wonderful just from affiliate marketing. Hello, Mikhail. Great having you, welcome. Low revenue as preferred. Wait, low revenue as we prefer to have fewer advertising on the site. Affiliate marketing 90% from AventLink, 60%, 3 other networks. That's Amazon Associates, which pay very little, but of course they convert the most. That's Amazon. If somebody buys the product you recommend or any other within 24 hours, you get commission for that, but it's only 3 or 4% on average on Amazon. 5 direct partnerships with brands. That's amazing to build this kind of partnership. Usually they pay you much more than all the other affiliate networks. And there's also a way to, even if you're getting Amazon Associates commissions, you can still make the partnership and ask the brand to pay you probably even up to 20% more. So they'll let's say you're making 4%, add another 16% that will get you from them directly and not through Amazon. Most affiliate partnerships have been in place for over 1.5 years. That's wonderful position to be at. Let's see. Highlight about this business, 15 years old, great profit margin high, domain authority of 34. Also, site comes with over 150 Instagram followers. That's amazing. That's great. And further 40,000 across other social media platforms, including verified YouTube channel. Okay, YouTube channel, that's great. Sponsored Instagram promotions. Now it says 500 per post. That's how they make their money, probably. I wonder if there is a P&L here. Let me just scroll down quickly. I did not open that one previously. Did want to see a P&L. Yeah, there is a P&L. Let it open while we talk. Hold on. Mikhail, while very glad to have you here. So after I'm going to finish this this review, I'd love to hear more about your background and who you are. Let's finish this. Let's go to this. Very interesting website. Okay, P&L. In a sec, afterwards. Okay, let's see. Site comes with over 150 Instagram followers. You said that. Drive traffic to the website. Organic traffic, 51% only. That's a very low number. Usually you see around 80 or 90%. That is great for a website because it means it doesn't rely so much on Google. Google ads, 40%. They invest heavily on paid traffic. So we'll see the P&L and see how much they spend on this. 9% on social media and direct. Great. Site also comes with 150. Yeah, we mentioned that. The Instagram followers. It's basically repeating what he's saying here. Opportunities for growth. Launch new content based on keyword research we've been doing. Capitalize on YouTube additional content and traffic. Built on e-commerce pillar. Yeah, I don't know if they're selling their own products, but that's probably the best way to grow here. Add more affiliate partners. This year, join Mediavine ad network. Yes, this is a very strong ad network, paying and doing really well. So if they keep going with this one versus they had a previous one, and we'll see that in the P&L in a sec, that's probably already going to grow just by joining this. Although we have kept density very low in order to maintain site speed and growth trajectory, there is a scope for 2-3 ad revenue simply by increasing the ad density. For sure, okay? That's an easy win right there for somebody buying this website. That's a very interesting opportunity. We also received several dozens monthly requests for sponsored posts, and they're doing 1,000 per post. Perks include pro cards for most major brands, with over 15,000 of complimentary gear as the start of the season. Wow, if you're buying this website, you'll be drowning in ski gear and snowboarding gear, actually. Several ski lodges have expressed interest. Okay, interesting. Operations, 2 product testers and writers. Okay. 1 to 2 hours per week per person maximum. Site, we try to publish 1 to 2 articles a week. 1 founder writes 90%. You really need to love snowboarding if you buy that website. If not, you'll have an overhead for somebody running your content and doing all this work. Website development, freelancer. Okay. Reason for sale, personal reasons. You really need to ask about that. This, at least from the listing, looks like a wonderful business to own. So what is this personal reasons? Is it really a personal reason? Is something here on the website that we can see here on the listing? Ask about those things. Founder is available for after sales support. How long is that support? With what? Are these Zoom calls, only chat, only WhatsApp, email? Find out, put that in a contract. Okay, very, very important. Let's see. Revenue and expenses, as they said, going up. 28,000 a month on January. Of course, it's the winter time. I would like to see the previous numbers for previous years, what happened. Okay, annual revenue, 98,000. Hosting, see the expenses here are pretty minimal. And traffic, of course, would be down in February and would go down just like here in the summer. See, it's pretty minimal. Then it goes 20 times more only in the winter. You see this unique, well, let's see, unique visits is 13 times more. Yeah, over here. Okay, engagement, look at this. So they are spending a lot on page search. 42% of the traffic is paid. Organic is only 25. Interesting, because he was saying 50 at the top. Ask about that. Ask the seller about this. Organic social is pretty high, 14%. That's good. The numbers here that you see here for engagement and engagement rate are incorrect. You usually see these numbers here on Flippa because what the sellers do, they connect Google Analytics 4 to the platform that gets these numbers, but then sometimes many get it wrong, and then this is why you get this. So people don't stay on the website for 3 hours and 46 minutes on it. You see a very strong profile of countries. So first-year countries, United States, Canada, not so much Russia, UK, and Japan. Of course, you see here 90% is United States. I'll go to the P&L. Assets, domains, website files included. Now look at this. Instagram, 173,000, very strong. They say they get about $500 for each post. TikTok, subscribers on YouTube, great, and even an email list. Let's go to the P&L. Okay, let's go for 20. Okay, let's look at 2024 first. 2024, Amazon, 27,100, sorry. Impact, hold on, something happening here. I'm here in 5 seconds back. Okay, I'm back. Instagram marketing, I'm not sure what that means. I would expect it to be 500 a month. And then Google, I don't know what's Google brand, protective gear brand. Okay, these are all their income. And then AvantLink is the main affiliate income here, and Impact is second over here. So 31,000 on 2024, minimal expenses. Well, not minimal, because Google Ads is about 10% of, a little bit less than 10% over here. I would, if this really works, I would heavily invest here more in ads for growth. That's an easy win over here. You've got plenty of margins here. Shopify collabs, again, very minimal. Let's look at 2023 quickly. Over that. Okay, let's see. I'm interested to look how much they're spending on ads. Ads is here. So they don't do ads. They only do ads towards the winter. Over here, you see it always positive with the income. See here, 12,000, 14,000. I wanted to look at the multipliers. So according to what they state, and a yearly calculation is 7,700. So 218,000 of this is what the asking price divided by 7,737 would give you a multiplier of 28. To be honest, this listing is too good to be true. I'm saying this because it looks very promising. The multiplier is really within the market prices right now. It seems pretty fair. You saw I didn't even look at the website. Okay, you should look at the website, but just by the numbers, it seems very promising. Snowboarding days. Let's look at Ahrefs. That's a tool for seeing, website history. Let's see what happens over time. So it has a DR of 35. That's a medium DR. 5.6 thousand keywords and 5.4 thousand backlinks. Now look at this. This is on a 5-year metric. You see the performance. You see it got to its peak in August 2023. Then it got down with the traffic. Okay, so Ahrefs is a measuring tool. It doesn't really give you the information. So probably the Flippa listing is more reliable over here. Look at the keywords. This is exactly what I told you about the helpful content update. So up till September, they were doing great. You see that they went up all the way to the top, and now they're down. However, you see over here at the end, they stabilize themselves. Questions what's happening going forward with this? I don't know. And this is not related to the seasonality of the business. It's just the keyword ranking over here. I would want to see, good keywords with buyer intent over there, and would also look at the backlinks to see what kind of backlinks this website gets. This one seems a pretty strong one. Let's quickly look at the keywords, and then we move to the next business. Let it load. Okay, just quickly, snowbird size calculator. These are great keywords. It's a KD keyword difficulty of 24. Number 3, Chamonix snowboard review. KD 0 just for this? Wow, 200. Okay. Best freestyle snowboard. So this would be an excellent post over here, and he might doing this already, adding the Chamonix resorts on that post, and get more affiliate income from that. Now, he might doing this already, just an idea here. Best freestyle snowboard, classic buying guide kind of posts. It's number 5 here. Snowboard, best park, snowboard, see that makes sense. So definitely lots of, keywords with buyer intent. That's really, really well. This website's positions really well. It's fairly priced. There's more research to be done, of course, and due diligence, but seems like a great opening for buying this kind of websites. Mikhail, do you want to go before I go to the next the next business, the next deal? Do you want to maybe say who you are, where you're from, what's your interest with the digital assets investing?
Sure. Sorry for my voice. I had a little bit cold last week here. So can you guys hear me?
Yes, where are you from? If you can go on camera, that would be great.
I'm actually in bed, so I don't think that's the best choice at the moment.
Sure, no problem. Fair enough.
I had a bit of a let's call it a less sleep light night last night, so I gotta catch up this night.
Sure.
Anyway, back to me. So born in Sweden, actually, originally. Have been out of that country for about 3 years now. Based in the foundation of an engineer, I would say. So very much into technology and IT. And been working in fintech since 2019. Decided to focus even more on, well, you can call it online, you can call it digital marketing, digital assets, whatever you call it.
Sure.
So I left, well, I didn't left totally, but kind of partially left the fintech space and ventured into starting an AI agency. And for example, in this forum, well, there are so many things in the online forum what you can do, but as an example, just to give you a little bit of insight in what I'm doing and what I've been doing to kind of prove to myself, first of all, and then to other people that we can do what we do. So for example, in November last year, I bought a brand new domain, just a testing. So it's called wifisofa.com. So it's actually an affiliate marketing website. So I set it up, a brand new domain, did the structure, but I use AI and SEO, a little bit of SEO research in the background to produce content. And what I was looking for was to see, can I, with my expertise and skill and knowledge and the tools that I'm using, produce content through AI that Google actually will rank? That was kind of my whole testing thesis. And yes, 5 weeks into the test, brand new domain, brand new website, everything, 28 pages ranked, decent ranking, 28 pages indexed, decent ranking, and a couple of clicks. So yes, I would say that came through in a promising way. And to anyone who knows a little bit about AI, you know there are different versions of AI. I am in this test. I was using ChatGPT 3.5 simply because the cost. So it was also a test. Can I produce what I like to produce and still get the cost basis become very decent? So yeah,
Where are you
that's a
based right
little bit
now?
about me.
And what's
I'm
your interest in
actually,
acquiring? If
well, I mean, I'm building a network with websites, and basically, when it comes to well, domains or websites, domain authority is key and a key aspect. And of course,
yeah,
every time I actually look into starting any type of business, any type of anything online, if I can find, you know, an expired domain or something that looks promising to use for the purposes that I'm thinking about, that is definitely what I'm looking for. So that is one way I'm looking at this as an asset.
got it. Okay, let me go into the last deal that I prepared for you today. So I'm going to share my screen again. You mentioned you mentioned that you're from Sweden, but where you're based right now, or your
So
digital nomad, maybe?
I'm in Thailand at the moment.
Oh, okay. Late
Yeah.
at night.
Yes.
Okay. We might be coming to Southeast Asia in October. Let me know if you're still there. Okay. Okay, another deal for today, and this one is called, it's another website on Flippa, and this one is called Shop With Me Mama. It's established 15-year-old lucrative blog focused on lifestyle and shopping with loyal following, strong reputation, quality value, room for growth. First of all, this title is always made to intrigue you to keep reading, of course. Lots of marketing fluff here. Don't believe anything you read. That's my point here. Need to check everything with a grain of salt. Lots of views here, so that's probably here for a long time. 7,300 views and 143 watchers. The asking price is 119, almost $920,000. Let's see who's the seller. Kim Delator from United States. She did make 2 tiny transactions. At least she has positive feedback. That's good. But they are not really at the same scale as this one. Okay. Site age, 16 years, 2,600 monthly profit. I can tell you just by looking at this number that this website is overpriced. Just by looking at this number. 23,000 page views. Profit multiple is 3.8, pretty high for the market right now. You see that the revenue is kind of even uptrending a little bit, but still rather no, I can't say it's up, it's downtrading and uptrading, because here you see it's 4,000, here you see it's 3,000. Okay, it's pretty flat, just fluctuating. Page views, let's see. July, August, September. Look at this, October, 4,000, and no numbers afterwards. Okay, that says something. I would argue this website is in trouble. I don't know. Let's keep looking. About the website, this is why they're selling. Shop With Me Mama is a vibrant and engaging blog that provides wealth of resources and advice for parents and shoppers alike. We provide readers with helpful information, a variety of topics, including product reviews, giveaway recipes. Okay, from product reviews and shopping deals to parenting tips. Okay, I don't want to read everything. The blog started with Kim wanting to connect with other moms. It's good that the website has a story. Question if this is really Kim. You go to the About page of the website. I'm not going to do it now. We don't have a lot of time, but go to the About page, check if Kim is still there. It doesn't mean that Kim is even exists, but still it's something. It's a community like-minded individual who share passion for shopping, cooking, parenting, and living on the fullest. Okay. Blog strength is making full-time income. Media Vine ads are on site. A point about that. So with 4,000 views, once the website is sold, they probably will not accept you to Mediavine. So you will lose on the income there when moving to another ad network, because Mediavine is a pretty strong ad network paying very well versus others. Start an SEO and optimize my blog. Okay. I rank on the first page on Google and #1 for several different keywords. Big potential to grow and monetize even more with good SEO keyword research. Marketing fluff to make you keep reading, keep going. Shop with me, Mama is such a strong and good name blog. Okay, again, over 3,000 subscribers with potential to grow more. Okay, she has a list, that's good. Come and engage with seasonal social media pages, okay? So when I'm looking at the listing, I'm kind of skimming through. This is a long listing, okay? You don't see that too often. They really want to sell this business. This is why they're saying so much about that. This is likely make this more sellable. I would want to skip all those and go into the finances, because I wonder why they want so much money on this asset. Shop with me, Mama, steady income of over 2,000. Yes, we saw that. It indeed declined a bit starting last year because work slowed down a lot for bloggers. Brands and companies were not reaching out as much for bloggers. Seems to be picking up, though. At the end of the year, usually the busiest, more profitable time. This is the best time to purchase a blog, especially an established blog like Shop with Me, Mama. Revenue, brand collaborations, affiliate marketing, Amazon Associates, ad display, advertising. Key expenses are hosting. Usually these are pretty minimal. Target customer are parents who enjoy shopping, learning about new products, finding deals. Okay. Basically, it's SEO. About the SEO audience, 80% are females between 18 and 65, almost 20% males. User demographics, United States, Canada, UK, all developed countries. That's great. User interest. Ask the seller, how did it get this data? Is this from Google Analytics? And then how much is it reliable? In market segment, okay. Again, how they got all this data? In market segments, other categories. Sorry, I'm also I've been cold, so I'm coughing a lot. That's the whole story of the blog. Again, I'm not going to go over this. Traffic has declined a bit because of numerous Google updates. There was a major Google update on October, okay? Lots of small websites were hit. And at the beginning, if you were at the beginning of the call of this meeting, I mentioned that most of the websites, the traffic went to big websites such as Reddit. Okay, she's saying, however, I know that this website can and will gain traffic tenfold with the right person running it. Okay, she really wants to sell this one. So this is a graph for revenue and expenses fluctuating. And these are the expenses, pretty minimal versus what it's making. She's using Midjourney, interesting. PayPal, so she's getting paid by PayPal through PayPal. Look at this. I'm very concerned about this. Very, very concerned about this. Average session duration, 5 seconds. Bounce rate is pretty low, which is good. Check the numbers. So ask for Google Analytics viewing credentials, so you'd be able to see what are the real numbers. See, request GA access. Pretty standard in the industry. I can try to see if they have, oh yeah, P&L. I don't want the tax document, I just want the P&L for now. I will have time on this to look at this business. Again, super interesting why they're selling it for such a high number. 20,000 on Twitter followers, TikTok, subscriber at 3,000 for a website which is 15 years old. This is kind of low. Maybe she started really late. Then what kind of content is she sending? Kim is sending to her newsletter subscribers. How is she attracting them in? Super important questions to ask the seller. Let's open the P&L. Oh, it's here on the browser. But it doesn't load. Hold on. Yeah, it does load. Okay, so this is for 2023. No numbers. That's not good. Okay, let me open it again. All right, just a PDF. Very bad. Let's see if there's another P&L. You definitely need a thorough check with the P&L here. P&L here. No data here. That's really bad. Let's look at the keywords and Ahrefs and what's this website been to. So nice DR 45. That's great for shopwithmemama.com. Keywords 8.3 thousand. Great. Organic traffic definitely declining here. And look at this with the keywords. Definitely this website in 2022 had better days. See over here, coming over here. This is the peak before all the updates started with the keyword. You see the keywords, and then it stabilizes. So I assume it won't decline more. I don't have enough data here of what happened after the, let's say in February, okay? That's pretty critical. Why it's only on, not from, you see, November, December, January, February. What happened since then? Super, super important. This is missing, and this is a key here in this listing. If this is just a mistake and it's still stable, then yes, it's worth thinking about negotiating for this website. If this website totally crashed, doesn't have any or very minimal traffic, I'm not sure yet then how they make their money over here. So December 1900, then that's bad. Even still, 119,000 divided by the 2,000 that they make a month. That's a multiplier of almost 60. The standard now in the market for excuse me, content website is between 25 to 30. So ask the seller, why with this business you're asking for so much? What are they seeing that is so valuable? Yeah, I understand that maybe they poured their hearts in, but again, what's the value in there? You can pay on potential, or heavily negotiate this website. At least cut it in half, at least, of what you're willing to pay for that, when you're willing to pay for that and negotiate this website. This is definitely what I would do here. I don't have the P&L to see, P&L really lacking, really nothing in here, it's empty. So ask for the right P&L, what the website is making money from, and then you be able to reevaluate this business, because yes, for now, its information is missing. The information is missing. Okay, okay, so here's what we did today. We started with the the industry news of what's happening right now. What are the latest trends? We made some intros. We spoke about 3 businesses. One on Microns, which is a SaaS app. The other one was a seasonal snowboarding website, which looks very promising. The third one looks like a lifestyle shopping blog, but is missing information in the listing. So it seems like all this 9 minutes of reading, you saw that was really long. However, it's kind of trying to cover that they don't have information about the traffic and a P&L. You really need to dive into that. And you saw there are a lot of files there showing that, the tax income and all that. But the P&L is the most important one. You want to see that and then evaluate that business. It might be good, it might be promising. For from what I'm seeing right now, I'm missing information. And based on that, I would at least cut the asking price in 50%. Any questions that you have?
No.
Danny?
No, just open to say that thank you very much. It was super interesting.
Wonderful. Very happy to hear. Very happy to hear. I hope to see you next month. We have there's also a YouTube channel where you can see more of these assessments and learn more of how to buy and assess online businesses. Basically, there are many of those. I've done already almost 70 public ones, so they're all there on the channel.
Great. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Welcome.
Yeah.
Mikhail, thank you also for joining. Yes, a question.
Yeah, thank you very much. I was a bit late today, sorry for that. But once again, thank you for doing what you do. I encourage you to continue to do that because I really like it. I mean, even though I do have experience, there's a lot to learn in this type of industry. So yeah, I'm really happy to be part of this community.
Great. You came to the Chiang Mai meetup, I assume.
And once again, please.
You came through the which group you came to the event?
Oh, Chiang Mai, yes, correct.
Yes, Chiang Mai. Okay, great. Okay. Thank you very much for joining again. See you next month. I'll keep evaluating more businesses and I'll see you next time. Cheers.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.